The key to the key.
Welcome to Hollyscoop's Just Saying. I am one of the upcoming legendary children, Jake Edwards.
And I am Courtney from the revolutionary House of Revolution.
And today we are talking about Drag Race. RuPaul, you know it's a Friday, so you know we're here. Okay, we should just start off by saying, what are you doing this weekend? How are you doing?
I think that I am just gonna take a little trip down to the club in West Hollywood and get my life. What about you?
I think that I am going to spend all weekend crying in bed like I always do. So
Fun.
Yes. The truly best thing to do on the weekend.
Oh, yes, God.
All right, so let's talk about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 10, Episode 4.
Absolutely.
What were your thoughts? Just going right into it.
My thoughts, I would probably say if I were Aquaria, I too might have bent down and picked up that dog poop from Kim and Kanye. There's just so much going on. I felt like Aquaria was just being very intelligent in that moment.
Okay, so I think that Aquaria in general, I'm interested in Aquaria.
Okay.
She's an interesting queen.
I agree.
I don't know necessarily if she's quite gotten to that level for me. So like, I think that she's got enough charisma to have brought her to this point.
Okay.
A lot of the looks that she's serving are interesting. Everything up until this episode, I was like, your looks, love them, keep doing them. And then this episode happened, I was like, I'm getting kind of bored with this. I'm a little done. Even the mini challenge, I was like, the poop thing, like, yeah, okay.
I loved it.
All right, sure.
I kind of feel like Aquaria is in that Violet Chachki school, but she hasn't quite graduated just yet.
Yeah, you know what? That's exactly it. She has a lot. She's like if you took Violet Chachki and then somehow like test tube babied her with milk and then you just spit it out.
I was gonna say maybe Violet Chachki and then someone like woke up Pearl. Someone said, Pearl! Come on, Pearl. And then here we go.
All right. Oh my God. Okay, so this main stage challenge today was the last ball on Earth.
It was very apocalyptic, as
Yes.
my girl LaShawn Beyond would say.
Apocalyptic.
Apocalyptic.
What does that mean?
Let's ask LaShawn. She's beyond.
LaShawn, tell us.
Tell us.
Okay, so they've got to serve 3 looks. The Alaska Winter Challenge, the Miami Summer Challenge, and the Martian look, which, if you're gonna just do like Alaskan Summer is what they should have done, and then Miami Winter, because it confused me from the get-go.
These bikinis and
Yeah.
bodysuits.
As soon as they started walking out on stage, first looks, Mayhem Miller, you are boring. You have bored me. That first Alaskan look, oh my God, I couldn't care less.
You
I
weren't
could
a
look
fan
like
of it?
that. Not even a little bit. Pin-up girl, and then Eureka came out with something similar.
Yes.
Also not that great.
But cuter.
And then it was
I
a
thought
little
cuter.
cuter. Blair St. Clair came out and told each of them, if you want to look like you're from another time period, you can look at this. I'm going to show you how to do it right.
Why are the queens sleeping on Blair St. Clair?
You know why I think they are is because
she's serving us little girl Madeline.
yeah, and I think it's because it's so obvious that Rue has a crush on that little twink. That
You
like
think?
little Indiana twink. Yeah.
I love Blair St. Clair. I just think that she's like very classic, and I think that she's more polished than we're giving her credit for, I think.
Okay, I'll give you that. And okay, this is the time in the episode where
God.
I'm going to be too shady for my own good.
Get your
And I
keyboard
am going
fingers
to
ready.
say, yeah, I am already reading your comments. I am looking for. We're filming. This isn't even on YouTube yet, and I'm reading your comments. Blair St. Clair, from one Midwest to the another. You need to go to the dentist. Like up and down, she looks like a great white man.
I know you did not just snatch Miss St. Clair.
Especially when she's right next to Asia O'Hara, who has like
my
Mama's most paid-for teeth in the world.
True.
Asia, you have to tell us if that shit is real or not. Every time you open your mouth, I'm like, those are perfect. Those can't be real. But I don't want to say that to you because I love you. Anyway.
I think that Blair St. Clair gonna get this Drag Race check, and then maybe add some adjustments to her grill.
You think that she's gonna win?
I'm
the
not
whole
saying
damn thing?
she's gonna win. I'm saying that there's lots of endorsements for a drag queen
okay.
after
All right.
the show. But I am rooting for Blair. Blair's like in my top 3.
Blair's your top 3.
Yeah.
You know what? After this week, she's up there for me too, though.
Can I also say something else? I want everyone to stop sleeping on Kameron Michaels.
It's so easy.
She's gliding by, and before you know it, we're gonna get to the end, and y'all gonna be wondering because she's snatched.
She's got the opposite problem of Aquaria in that she has almost zero personality.
We just haven't seen it yet. That's what I believe. I think we're gonna get a chance to see it, and I think we're all gonna fall in love.
Don't get me wrong. Her first two looks, I think everyone's first two looks from the runway were like, those were their strongest. I don't think anyone had a very strong look on the Martian runway. It was just bad. It looked like, I mean, honestly, when I think that your like Ms. Cracker's look was the best one to me, and it was basically just like Buck Rogers, a sketch version, like it looked like a bad SNL sketch, and I'm like, okay, that's the best one. So
you were collecting all these wigs and tossing them in your little basket.
But listen though, the first two looks, I was all for them.
I did not enjoy the Vixen's look. The first look, the clear.
You didn't like the fan?
No, I didn't like the fan.
Oh, girl, the fan did it for me.
I kind of felt like she was one of those clear umbrellas. I'm like 5 years old, coming out of daycare. My mom's like, don't jump in that puddle. And I've got my clear umbrella, and I said.
No, wait a minute. What'd you call it earlier? We were talking before we started recording. You called it a 90s jelly.
The 90s clear jelly sandals. That's what it looked like. It reminded me, it just, I don't know. It was giving me vintage and not in the right way.
I loved it. I thought that it was unique. I couldn't see anything I wasn't supposed to. Really?
It was all
Unlike
tucked away.
Aquaria, whose Martian outfit, they had to blur the entire bottom half of her.
Yes.
That was a bad outfit. This was the real tragedy of the episode.
Okay.
Is that as soon as RuPaul stepped out on that runway
Bored.
after, hold on, side note, have you noticed that every single season, the entrance like montage for the runway before Ru steps out, they add like 2 or 3 more clips of something happening.
I have noticed that.
Every season.
I love it. It keeps it fresh. Pine Sol.
It's just, no, because they add them to the ones they already have. And so every season I'm like, how long is this gonna take? And then she runs out and I'm like, okay, so this year it's 5 minutes. And
RuPaul looked great this episode, by the way.
Cracked.
RuPaul looked 100 out of 5.
Oh my God. RuPaul walked out and I had a heart attack. I actually died. Came back.
I yelped.
Yeah.
I scared people in my house. RuPaul, you did that.
RuPaul. For a minute, I didn't think it was RuPaul. I sat there, I was like,
you said, who's this clone in this ponytail?
Who did they decide, like, who's about to Lady Gaga or like Christina Aguilera their ass out of a RuPaul wig? And like, I'm gonna find out who this is. Nope, it was
just RuPaul.
Yep.
Just slang a little.
God, I loved it. It was like, it reminded me of season 9's Club Kid looks, serving Shea Coulee, who was also robbed, by the way.
Ooh.
I love you, Sasha Velour, but
that was
Shea
just the
should
tea
have
you
won.
wanted to serve today.
Yeah.
So Aquaria won, and let's talk about who was in the bottom.
Okay. Monet Exchange.
Dusty.
And Dusty. And I like both of them a lot.
Same.
And I'm really sad that, spoiler alert, Dusty left.
I also would like to say that I personally enjoyed this lip sync because the song was
Oh my God.
Pound the Alarm by the Queen, Nicki Minaj. And let me tell you, both queens turned it out, because when Pound the Alarm come on, it doesn't matter if you got a drink in your hand or not. You need to turn the party and flip it on its head. And they did just that.
This is the high priestess over here of Nicki Minaj. She is wearing pink. She has the ass. Like,
I rose from the dead the second I heard it.
Oh my goodness.
And let me tell you, it was a win deserved. It was a win deserved. I'm so sorry, Dusty, you had to leave.
But I was heartbroken that both of them were in the bottom.
I know.
Because I like both of them. Monet needs to, like I said last week, Monet, you need to step your game up.
I agree.
Because I love you, and you deserve it. But you need to serve it a little bit more.
Okay.
And get rid of those damn sponges. They didn't work, so get rid of them. They're bad juju for you. And then Dusty, okay, might be why I like Dusty so much.
Okay.
Her mouth is about 35% of her body. And every time she opens it, she gets bigger, like a pufferfish or something like that. I love it. I don't know why. She's like...
I enjoy Dusty as well. And it was kind of sad to see her go, and I don't like to kind of see like friends in the bottom, but it kind of creates that drama.
Yeah. Oh well.
Jake.
This is why I'm crying myself to sleep this weekend. So
I'll be
Anyway.
twirling and kicking to all of the finest RuPaul songs, to be honest, in the club.
At Mickey's, West Hollywood. You can find him there. All right, do you have any other final thoughts?
My final thoughts are, I would just like to see the queens continue to kill it and slaughter it.
Nice. My final thoughts are, if you are going to talk this much game, you need to come out and serve it.
I agree.
Mayhem Miller.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, thank you guys for watching Hollyscoop's Just Saying. Make sure to check in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every Friday we are doing our RuPaul recap. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.